Hey, what's up guys? Alan here with the EatSleepTrade.net. Going to be bringing you guys the swing trading watch list and market update for the week of September 6, 2016. I hope you guys are all enjoying your 3-day weekend and your Labor Day, and let's get prepared for the week ahead. Alright guys, first let's go ahead and take a look at the S&P 500. Not a whole lot to report here this week. S&P 500 still struggling to get back above that 20-day simple moving average. We did manage to hold the 2160 support area, is a good sign. But really there's been no determination on what direction we're going to be headed, whether that be up or down. So we're kind of just in a stalemate sideways market, remaining in a channel between 2160 and 2190. So these are going to be the two areas deciding factors on which direction we're going to be going when we break to either the downside or the top side, and that'll let us know where we're going. For now, keep your risk tight, keep your trading to a minimal, be more picky with your setups. There's going to be a lot of stocks that break out and fail to hold on to their gains through the day, and there's a lot of bull trap setups right now, so keep that in mind. Keep your risk tight and don't let things run away from you, especially if you get stuck in a failed breakout. Recognize that, hey, we have a weak market and failed breakouts are likely, and keep that in your trading plan and in mind. So first up, stocks I want to add on to the watch list this week. First, we're going to look at ARI. It's got a nice set of higher lows being put in right now with obvious resistance here around 1675. So going to be looking for a momentum continuation breakout over that 1675 area. Whether we get a breakout entry or whether we get a pullback entry, only time will tell, but definitely worth putting on watch right now with that 1675 key resistance area in mind. Next, we'll take a look at TIVO. Now, we did have this on watch before, as it did make this nice little ascending triangle setup. You can see it did manage to get going out of the top side of that and held its 20-day simple moving average quite well. We've since had a pretty decent pullback to the 50-day, and everything been bought up since then. Friday we had a pretty decent amount of relative volume, so we're going to be looking for a continuation push over 11. Would really like to see this chart hold up over that $11 area. Alright, now we're going to go ahead and take a look at a couple charts that were already previously on our watch list but look pretty decently set up for the next week ahead. First one is going to be OZM. Had this on watch for a possible trend reversal setup. You can see the 20-day moving average is now nicely above our 50-day simple moving average, and we're actually getting in a nice set of higher lows as well. Would like to see this make a nice rounding bottom here. We got a simple risk here on Thursday's low around 1375. Key is going to be holding that 20-day simple moving average and having some nice volume come in to support the move back up towards this 420 area. So I'm going to keep that on close watch going into next week. Another one I really like going into next week is EXAS. As you can see, we're coming back down to the 1780 major support area. That's going to be resistance turn support area. So if that does hold, it gives us an opportunity to get a nice pop off the bottom or off that 1780 support area with our risk coming down below 1780s. Next, let's take a look at MYCC. We had this on watch a while back here for a possible move up to the top of this channel. You could see we eventually did get that move. Didn't quite set up in a way for us. We were able to make a good trade on it. However, we have been consolidating sideways in this current channel now, which is between a support of 14 with resistance just above 15. And want to see if we can get a breakout over that 1520, 1518 area next week into Tuesday. We've had some pretty decent volume on Thursday and Friday, but getting above that 18 is really going to put us up into a new channel with our next major resistance up at 1720. So that gives us a pretty decent amount of range to work with and could lead to a pretty decent sized breakout on that. Another one I really like off our watch list this week is ROVI. You can see we have this on watch for a trend reversal, and that trend has held up pretty well as we come into our 20-day simple moving average. It has held multiple times. Going to be looking for the breakout over these prior highs, which is around 2180, 2186 on Tuesday, to see if we get that third day momentum push. It's had good volume Thursday, Friday. So we're going to keep a close eye onto that and see if we get a nice breakout setup, which is going to be a pretty similar setup to OCLR that we've just recently traded. So let's go ahead and take a look at some of the stocks that we currently have positions in right now. First, I want to go ahead and take a look at AMD. Now, I will probably admit that I got a little bit early on this chart. You know, you get overly excited when you know a chart is getting set up again, and here comes another consolidation, and I'm ready for that next breakout. So sometimes you do get the jitters and you buy a little bit early. I did that here. Looked like we're going to get a nice bounce off resistance turn support. Still a good entry, and I'm not unhappy with that entry at all. However, a little bit more patience, and I would have gotten an attempt here with a 20-day simple moving average. I did take advantage of that on Thursday, and that did put my average at 749. So I'm really watching this one close to see if we're going to get that breakout move and some momentum back towards $8. Let's go ahead and take a look at OCLR. Finally able to get on the right side of a move here on OCLR as we played the breakout through 750. Got a nice gap up and ended up closing as a doji. We did end up going long here at 777 and did hold on to those shares, so we currently do have that position full right there and are up about 8% on it right now. So had a pretty decent move and probably just going to be locking some of that in with a trailing stop as the markets still haven't shown too much strength. I don't want to get too greedy and willing to take whatever the market's willing to give me right now. Another one that I really like we'll take a look at is S or Sprint, and I've been watching this consolidation for a while now, seen it a couple times through Twitter and stuck it on watch. The 20-day moving average, we're above it nicely right now, and we just got the breakout above these prior highs around 635, 640. And I took this at the end of the day long for a possible continuation into Tuesday. It had pretty decent volume, nothing too major, but I love the close above that prior resistance and the set of higher lows that have set up there, and I really hope that gets some continuation on Tuesday. Another one that I really like that I started on Friday as well is SVU. You can see the massive relative volume that it traded, 46 million shares just a few days ago, which is the number one thing that really makes me like this chart. This thing could really just be getting started. We're back above this 1550 resistance area, which is a pretty major resistance area, and that decided me that, along with the volume that I had a few days ago and the 20-50-day trending moving averages, was reason enough for me to buy end of day Friday. Again, hoping we're going to get some continuation on Tuesday morning. And last one we're going to go ahead and take a look at in this video is TCK, and currently do have some of this long in a position, but it is kind of rejecting off that $17 area, which was really the breakout we were looking for, is above that 17. Hasn't been able to hold that 17, however it is holding that 20-day moving average and now holding that $16 support area as well. So we're going to watch this one and have a tight risk on it, so we'll see which direction it does go. Hopefully we start getting some more closes above that $17 area. Alright guys, that is going to wrap it up for this week's swing trading watch list and market update. If you guys have any questions or suggestions, please leave them in the comments below. Also, don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe for future videos. Check out our website, eatsleeptrade.net. From there, you guys can follow me on Twitter as well as like my Facebook page, so you can stay up to date with all the stocks that I'm watching and trading. Thank you guys for watching, and good luck into next week.